What's going on, everyone? This video is going to be short and sweet. Don't have much battery life, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So basically it's going to be an MN video. As you guys know, my channel is based on cheap RCs like WPL, MN, whatever that thing is, the Rock Hobby or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, I think it was like 300 bucks Canadian. So that's kind of the high range cheap, and low range cheap would be probably this guy sitting at 50 bucks. But let's get into it. A little bit of a detailed video. This is going to be mainly about the 128 MN that just came out. It's this Jeep Wrangler. I don't think it's licensed. It did say Wrangler in the title. I bought it on AliExpress. All the doors open. It does usually come with a sweet little roof rack, but unfortunately we're missing one of the lenses here. I don't know what happened. AliExpress, what do you expect? Sitting at I think $120 Canadian right now. I picked it up for like 140 and then it went on sale. I was really impressed with this. It has like a transfer case, all that good stuff. It really does. It's huge. Like honestly, compared to the other ones, I was really impressed with the weight too. Like this thing is a tank. Like just it kind of does surprise you for the weight, for the price and everything. Underneath, let's kind of show you guys that. So I guess the motor sits in the front, goes to a transfer case in the middle, and then that goes to the back wheel. I was really impressed with the suspension, and the ESC in here is actually really good. I was surprised for base model. Like I am going to upgrade it, but just really nice. It's got a good amount of room in the battery tray, but like surprisingly better than other ready to runs. Tires aren't too bad. They actually included some foam in there. Separately, I didn't put them on. I'm just gonna put some upgrades on there. But anyways, let's move on. I picked this one up like, I don't know, a year ago or whatever, maybe two, I can't remember, 2, 3. They were around like $100. They weren't super popular. I just thought it looked so cool. Like the trunk opens up. I did look a little basic paint job on it. Kind of looks like crap. Anyways, underneath I did some upgrades on there, but overall, not great RTR. I would stay away from that if you're going to spend $100 all day long. Like honestly, and then they have versions, an orange version of this one, and they also have version with the doors off, and it's black. It's got the mean looking eyes or whatever when it's angry. But anyways, really cool. Check it out. MN 128. Let's move on here. This is the MN 78. Honestly, I can't remember all these names. It's a Toyota licensed pickup truck they came out with. I was really impressed with this one. I picked it up for like 50 bucks Canadian. It was unreal on AliExpress. I was so shocked I had to buy another one. Because usually these things are like $100 all day long, right? So like for our cheap RCs, my mentality is I like to work on them more than I like to play on them and stuff like that. So, you know, I do like changing the wheels up, doing little details and stuff like that. So having a good amount of them to do that is just, I don't know, it you know, drives my curiosity to do different projects and kind of put things on hold and go back. Some guys like to spend $2,000 on their RCs, but I'm not going to go into detail, you know, whatever makes you happy kind of thing, right? So Suzuki Jimny back here, that's for WPL, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Size comparison, this one's actually bigger. It's 128, but Suzuki Jimny is tiny. It's supposed to be a 110 scale. People are saying that it's so small though. Like, I don't know, I really haven't seen one in real life, so I can't really give it a scale. I haven't touched it. I haven't even put the trim on it. I'm gonna put some automobile paint on that and see how that goes. That's some automobile paint I did there on the WPL 64 or some shit, D64. Yeah, that turned out really nice. I was really happy with that. That one not so much. Story with that one, it's in the making. It's got a dually on there, and replaced the ESC, put a 2-speed. Some of these projects though, man, you start them and the problem is you get better RCs and you just start working on other stuff and you throw it on the shelf and it stays on the shelf. So I mean, you'll get to there when you get to there. That's the whole point of it. But let's get back to the size of the different RCs here. Sorry, I got carried away. But anyways, talked about these guys a little bit. They was really good and impressed. I mean, they're not the greatest tires that come on it, so I did replace them. These ones are a little bit small, but I did lower it a bit, and it's got a fifth wheel on there for a trailer. And then this one I put on some metal rims and some really squishy tires. We just hit some mud with it, so it's disgusting right now. And then I just put this one here for size. This is not an MN. This is a Rock Hobby or FMS, I think it is. like 300 bucks. I did some automobile paint on this one as well. I had some left, so I said, you know what, why not? It was like a primer gray before. It was really boring. Couple things I wanted to mention with this. It's really cool. It's got like front wheel drive and all wheel drive where you can kind of change it up, or I think it's rear wheel drive and all wheel drive, which is really cool. It's got a 2-speed transmission that actually mechanically changes, and like a decent ESC, decent remote. But I'm gonna be honest, it's a road car, like in a sense that it does have a ton of clearance, got portal axles, but like I was just having trouble finding the right wheel to replace this skinny little stock tire. And yeah, I bought some parts, it didn't fit. And honestly, if I did more research, I guarantee you I could get the right wheel and right rim on that. But yeah, it sucks. It's got an open diff right now, so it's not meant to crawl over some rocks. It's meant to be more realistic, which it is. It's super torquey in first gear, like really impressed. But yeah, you kind of have to know what your RCs are made for, kind of thing. So sits on a shelf, looks pretty. It did go through some dismantling there to get that paint on, but I never had the chance to put everything back on. I got to put the doors and the hinges. I got to put the, you know, plug in the rest of the lights in the back. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, and the manual's not great on it, so I kind of have to rely on what works and plug it in, plug it out. But yeah, anyways guys, this is kind of it about all these. I'd like to know if there's anything I missed that you want to see in the next video, or however many months it's going to be till I make a next video. But hope you guys have a good day. Peace.